tussen Wales en Zuid-Afrika. Bonedigion a Bonedigesau. Welch gestaan alsjeblieft ar gyfer yr ymchwil. Zullen jullie alsjeblieft opstaan voor die nationale volkslieder. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us for the singing of the South African national anthem. Ac yn awr, ein anthem cenedlaethol, nawr, ein wlad fy Nhadael.
Saturday in November, grand finale to the autumn series, but also a knife edge for Wales. One way lies success, the other a brutal inquest into the way Wales play. It's very much the pack that faced Argentina. No Sam Warburton though, he injured a shoulder in the week. 4 Scarlets in the backs and half-backs, 2 Davises, 2 Williamses. Liam Williams and Lee Halfpenny swap again, Halfpenny to 15. Tendai Mtawarira and Adrian Strauss, their combined 150 caps is more than the rest of the South African team put together. First cap for Uzair Kassim in the back row. And 2 new caps in the backs, Rohan Janse van Rensburg and Jamba Ulengo on the wing. One name stands out on the benches. back in international rugby. Taulupe Falatau, after injuring his knee for his club Bath. The Principality Stadium at full blast. A last chance for Wales to cure the misfiring that has dogged them throughout this autumn series. But if they win, it'll be 3 wins out of 4, and that will be a success. Today's referee, Romain Poit of France. Rob Howley, the coach, the stand-in coach. It's been a difficult November for him. His side have won twice, but he's felt criticism. We're underway, the last game of the Under Armour Autumn Series. And South Africa drive it up through Rohan Janse van Rensburg, the new cap in the centre. Faf de Klerk, a small scrum half, feeds.
Stay red! Green, green, stop!
And Wales have their first throw into the lineup. Good evening, Brian.
Good evening, Eddie. I'm sure that the Welsh supporters will be looking not just at the result of this, but the temperament and the intent of the Welsh teams. And one of the problems for them is that Ireland and England seem to have been developing. I think a lot of Welsh fans are looking for that from the Welsh.
Ken Owens to Justin Tipperick. Dan Bigger, the chip for Jonathan Davis to chase. It's well gathered by Francois Fenter. Warren Whiteley, the number 8.
No, red.
Johan Goosen. Was that high? Romain Poit, not interested.
Advantage.
Peter Steph du
Fine,
Toit,
red, I tackle.
who played a game in the back row against England, but that wasn't deemed such a success. The high tackle has been penalised by Romain Poit. And good evening, Jonathan.
Good evening, boys. Yeah, just high tackle. Not sure, let's have a look at it. Well, he's ducking into it. What's he supposed to do? So, a bit harsh, I think. But, yeah, I think, you know, with one thing, they've got to try and play football. But against the South African side, you've got to match them first. If you match them, you know, in the set piece and the gain line, then you've got an opportunity to beating them. But that's the first, and the first thing Wales have got to do. Football will come later. Winning is the thing.
Just wondering where South Africa had gone then. They make their way slowly to the line out. Good gain of ground by Elton Jantjies. Their outside half. Adrian Strauss, it's his last game. Cap number 66, but he is going into retirement. Slowly. They go long. Whiteley takes at the tail. Faf de Klerk on the loop. And the hurdle. Ross Moriarty gets back to his feet. The captain, Strauss. De Klerk to Jantjies. And suddenly, Johan Goosen from fullback. Gareth Davis, a scrum half, with a good tackle there. Whiteley again. Into the Welsh 22. Lord Diacha, and wide outside Kassim. Oh, and it's dropped by Ruan Combrink. The wing. Relief for Wales.
Well, Wales coping quite well with whatever was thrown at them on that South African attack. Haven't seen much subtlety so far.
A tip from Alan Wynne-Jones only to de Klerk, and off goes Nizam Kar. The beast, Tendai Mtawarira. Lots of work for the forwards. Strauss, the blonde hooker. Is there Kassim involved? The flanker's quite happy to go wide. Another good tackle by Ross Moriarty. Jantjies inside. Forward.
Yeah, I just think the execution has been good, coming left to right. Just as Britt said, he tries things, Janchis, but that's a miracle pass really. But they did exploit the short side of Wales, and they targeted Liw Charteris and the centre went on the outside of him. So I think they were flat last week. There we are. Just watch. They go wide. They spot the second row. Liw Charteris. The defender then comes inside because he's worried about the second row being inside, and they get on the outside. So, but they haven't. They've had a lot of ball, but they haven't caused much damage yet to the Welsh line of defence.
No, they'll never look like scoring from that.
A little bit of blood from the forehead of Ken Owens. Alistair Coetzee, the South Africa coach, and if Rob Howley thinks it's been a difficult November, oh, poor old Alistair Coetzee, it has been a nightmare for him.
It's not me.
Well, South African rugby is having to come to terms with political pressures which simply do not exist for other coaches. The quota system and so on that they have to work towards is causing problems. And one of the difficulties for them is it's not just a case of picking the differential numbers, it's a case of converting a whole load of non-white South Africans to a game which is not traditionally theirs. And football is their game.
Crunch! Fine!
Options here for Wales, left foot of Jonathan Davis and Biggar on the right side. But I wasn't sure about the first time Dan Biggar had the ball. He chipped over, maybe. They're worried about the line speed of the South African defence, so just making them think a little bit, a little chip behind. But I just thought first time he had the ball, take it up.
But that seemed to me to be a preconceived idea. Rather than waiting to see are they actually flying up, we'll chip them anyway. And as it was, they didn't do what they were expected to do.
First scrimmage of the game. South Africa, penalty.
Knee on the ground. 3, knee on the ground.
Thomas Francis penalised on the tight head side.
Collapsing, knee on the ground.
Well, it was obscured from where we were and from where this camera was, but that's the right shot. Well, he's down there. South Africa going forwards, and therefore they are going to get the penalty.
Well,
irrespective of whether the collapse was caused by the Welsh player or not, that's what the referee looked at.
Elton Janchis, who is, well, he's part of the problem in that he plays his rugby in Japan now. But he's put the Springboks into the lead in Cardiff. Wales 0, South Africa 3.
They turn pressure into points, and that's what South Africa will try and do every time they go into the Wales 40-metre area. They want to come away with points.
Dan Biggar. Diacha catches. Penalty advantage. Alan Wynne-Jones taking the maul down.
5 collapsing.
And that's a well-executed restart by South Africa. Clean take, early drive. And this exit will be very easy now.
Yeah, just a little bit too far. There was no one really competing for the ball. An easy take for the South Africans. And again, discipline. They will now have an opportunity to attack in the Welsh, just in the Welsh half.
Stay where you are. Red, step out, Red.
It's a struggle, but in the end, Alan Wynne-Jones, well, he doesn't so much drag it down, it sort of falls over him. Strauss finds Dutoy. Janchis. That's a knock on by Francois Fenta. Wales with a chance to turn defence into attack. Scrappy for Wales. Back goes Dan Biggar. George North.
There's no advantage there.
There wasn't a wasted opportunity though if the ball could have come back quicker.
Yeah, it's a poor pass here. The ball is dying on him. And unfortunately, Venter can't get it. There's a great attacking opportunity there, though. It's like a turnover.
Just here. Have a gap on this side. You said, tighten, have a gap on this side.
Here we go.
Why does it take so long?
Nice.
Why does it take so long to set the scrum now?
Because referees are obsessed with the setup process, not understanding that it makes no difference whatsoever what you do before you engage. It's what you do after you engage. But you can't tell them that.
Second put in for Wales. Down it goes again. Romain Poit's happy to let this one go. Moriarty feeds Biggar. Scott Williams. Oh, the near interception on the set-piece move.
Any chance to get the ball? Any chance to get the ball?
Deliberate knock-on.
I think that's harsh.
So do I.
He puts
Any
two
chance
hands
to get
to
the
it,
ball?
and I'm not sure if that's... Now, what do you know? Not
Decision?
supposed to go for the intercept. Just watch this. There's a pass. You know, he gets two hands. So that's not deliberate. That's instinct to get just... Tries to get two hands in it. That's harsh, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Decision, get in.
Ruan Combrink
Decision.
is the guilty party.
Shot.
And Lee Halfpenny from fullback is going for goal.
The other thing to look at is, you know, if he knocks it a long way forward, you can tell, but that's sort of sideways, indicating that...
You've got to try.
Tom Francis back on his feet. I suppose as distance goes, Lee Halfpenny, this is short range.
Well, it's a first. It was a tough first kick.
Thank you.
But really, it's the first attacking opportunity for Wales. They haven't had any possession or any territory. So 10 minutes into the game.
It's magnificent strike. Oh, it would have sailed over another 15 yards back. Lee Halfpenny 3, South Africa 3.
You can't underestimate what that does for the confidence of a team to know that your goal kicker is likely to slot penalties from around this area. As a forward, it makes you try extra hard because you know anything that you can gain, even though it's a long way away from the opposing try line, might be converted.
Janshis, now the forwards can chase this one. Luke Charteris claims it. Gareth Davis just checking where everybody is. Puts Ken Owens into a chasing position. George North in pursuit. Thurston from fullback. Biacha. Alan Jones with the tackle. Peter Steph Dutoy, the second row. Tackling good so far. Ken Owens with the tackle. Justin Tipperick, good idea just to chip it downfield. Back goes Combrink. Moriarty just can't get the winger, but it still puts Wales into a good attacking position.
And again, it's Sanchez who makes a mistake. He's given a loose pass. He looks slightly rattled. They've got to play on the young South African stand-up. Now just look. You know, he's gone too close to Tipperick, who's all over him. Very clever play by Tipperick. But it's great play by McCombrick to get out of trouble.
Time off.
It was well telegraphed as well. Took his time on it.
Elton Janshis. He brings flair, but he also brings risk.
Yes, it's you know, and at this level, it's a little bit faster and you have to adjust very, very quickly.
Lawrence Adriancé is having some injury. There's George North, who will be looking for a lot of ball out on the right wing. Adriancé, one of the
Time on.
many inexperienced players, just
Leave it.
his 6th cap
Stay there,
today.
Green. Stay there. 9. 9.
Down from Dan Lydia. Scott Williams. Ken Owens drives it up. Gethin Jenkins on his shoulder. Gareth Davis to Bigger. North. Turns, wriggles, gets past 3 defenders. Luke Charteris. Gethin Jenkins, acting half-back. Scott Williams again, beats 1 tackler. Gareth Davis. George North, good angle to Tipperick. Bigger. Oh, Tom Francis. Thumped by Dutoy. Jonathan Davis to Liam Williams.
Assistant release now.
Liam Williams presents it in the end to Ken Owens. Gethin Jenkins quite happy in the receiver position. Bigger, North inside him. Bigger goes on his own. North just couldn't take the pass. Dan Bigger had to delay it. Wales still in possession, not committing too many to the breakdown. Lydiot. Gareth Davis sizes up the options, goes the way of the captain Jenkins. Bigger. Scott Williams, Liam Williams, Tipperick. Well taken, Ross Moriarty, but now out of play. So it trickles out when something more positive seemed to be building.
Well, Moriarty overran the ball there. Wales once used it in out to a great effect, and the second time it was on, North was there, just couldn't quite find him. The problem for the first one when it made the breach was the ball didn't come back quick enough.
Okay.
It's a great block by Ross Moriarty there. He comes on a dummy and gets inside there, just stands there, but it's got to be a little bit quicker. But there's options now. They're creating opportunities. They've got George North offering themselves. You've got Gethin Jenkins as first receiver with an option. So that's a little bit better from Wales.
6 man and 1 receiver.
Wales throw at the line out. Well taken, Alan Wynne-Jones. Oh, was he taken out before he came to ground?
Advantage, contact in the air.
There is contact in the air. It's a play for nothing. Jonathan Davis sets off.
Contact in the air, jumper. Contact
Watches
in the air.
as Romain Poit
Contact in the air, jumper.
takes
And
it
make
back
him unbalanced.
to the line out.
Got to take the points here.
Post.
Only slight, it doesn't matter, you're not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
And
on the
actually, if
15.
you're going to use your outside arm to do that, it's going to be very obvious. If you just lean forward with his shoulder, it had the same effect and probably wouldn't have been seen.
5 green.
So penalty for being unsubtle.
Adrian. 5. Too early.
Like a scene from Rocky then, wasn't it? Calling the edge.
Thank you, Tom.
This is the outcome of the penalty. Lee Halfpenny prepares penalty attempt number 2. Curls in sweetly, Wales take the lead.
And without having to do much, Wales going for that sort of penalty. Always when you give those away, it's a risk versus reward. If that's on,
Yeah.
well, that's Moriarty. He's just on the ball, actually. the risk first reward. If it's one near your line, where you might save a penalty from a try from a driven ball, different, but not there.
I think the point is, Brian, it should have been South Africa's throw-in.
Yep, definitely their throw-in.
George North. Oh, he's done it again. This pirouette out of the tackle. It's just made an extra yard or two. Here's Alan Wynne-Jones on the 22 for Wales. Outside, says Romain Poit. North will set off after that ball, but Johan Goosen under no real pressure. Faf de Klerk and Tawarira. This is Carr from the back row. Janchis. Oh, that's a good angle by Fenta. Kassim this time. Janchis. Carr. Goosen. Good play by Nizam Carr, acting scrum half, getting the ball away quickly. Here's Goosen again. Warren Whiteley, the number 8.
Excuse me, please,
Jamba Ulengo comes in off the wing to enter the ruck. Tawarira. And Kevin Jenkins has stolen the ball. Jonathan Davis puts that trusty left boot to it. Crombrink has to go back. Liam Williams in pursuit. Lee Halfpenny keeps it alive just in his own half. Now in South Africa's half. Halfpenny accelerates, then slows down, takes the contact, sets it up. Gareth Davis arrives. Moriarty takes out 3 defenders and wins the penalty.
From you, but he's on the way for the releasing of the ball. Number 6, he has to rule away.
This one,
but
roll away.
Yeah.
Keep the scoreboard ticking over. Make the most of your opportunities. I think there are opportunities.
6,
just on the edges of the South African defence. You know, they've come up fast 3 or 4, but then there's definitely an opportunity on the edges of the South African defence for Wales. You just got to look out for them.
That's a turnover by Gethin Jenkins. From there, you know, I always think with turnovers, move the ball as wide as you can before you make the decision to kick. If you have to do it eventually because there is no room, then fine. But the further in you make it, you make everyone else outside you redundant before you've had a chance to really explore all the options and see how what will be a scramble defence, which is not in position, see how it's actually reacting.
Yeah, I tend to say 2 passes, any turnover, just 2 passes, get it out wide, look for the opportunity then. Also drags the opposition up.
Three out of 3 for Lee Halfpenny. Wales 9, South Africa 3.
And again, without threatening the Springbok line, Wales have extended their lead, and bearing in mind that although South Africa looked a little bit dangerous around the fringes, it did not look like scoring, and therefore, you know, if you get another penalty, that's more than a converted try, so that's a very handy lead for Wales.
Into the 22, up goes Moriarty. There's contact in the air, I think, with Jansi van Rensburg, who was chasing.
I take that way.
Dan Lydiard presents Gareth Davis with a better angle now. Goosen. Moriarty follows up with the tackle. Tawarira.
Advantage.
Penalty against, I think it's Ken Owens, was it the little chop tackle with out arms? It's gone forward, Tipper it with a chance.
No hands.
Yeah, the no arms tackle by Ken
Number
Owens.
2, no hands to tackle.
That's a poor penalty to give away there. We just scored.
No hands.
You know the points.
Just charge down.
It's a very kickable position. Just watch the no hands tackle. There he goes. He goes in. Yeah, he's got the shoulder. The arm is down. That's an easy decision.
It's also committed on your 10-metre line where you're not under pressure.
No.
Tendai Umtawarira, known universally as the Beast. Jeez, that's certainly got power, accuracy. Wales 9, South Africa 6.
That was beautifully struck as well. Because I saw him in the warm-up, and he wasn't striking him particularly well, you know, from that distance. But he certainly nailed that one.
Dan Biggar lands that in the 22. George North arrives, but Janchis gets away. This is Francois Fenter setting it up.
Stay green, 7, hold.
Lee Halfpenny quickly takes it to Dan Biggar.
Away, green, red.
It's a speciality of Dan Biggar. He's done brilliantly. Finds Gareth Davis. Justin Tipperick stands in at scrum half. Luke Charteris. Lee Halfpenny takes the hit from Fenter.
I think he's isolated there.
Play on. Scott Williams, Jonathan Davis, Liam Williams. Oh, big handoff from Williams on Janse van Rensburg. Gethin Jenkins just thought about the pass, then took the more conventional option. George North into the 22. Liam Williams goes to protect him from the touchline. Justin Tipperick to Biggar. Good pass from Lydiot. Jonathan Davis, the other grey scrum cap. Biggar pauses, dances, tackles and presents. Jenkins.
No, 2.
Scott Williams, long to Jonathan Davis. Jonathan Davis against the second row. Liam Williams, Jonathan Davis still. And out 5 metres short.
And again, it's the mismatch, the heads up, and the second row in front of you. And those are the opportunities you've got to try and take. You try to get the pass away, but unfortunately he's bundling the touch. But they look far more threatening in this game. They're hitting midfield, they're opening defences, looking at the edges. There's the pass. So lovely, just watch, there's the second row. Takes him, lovely fen.
Yeah, but look, Jonathan, there was a 3-on-1 there. If he'd have straightened, stayed his line, it would have been down to a 2-on-none in the end. And although he made a lot of ground on an arc, he ran all the defenders right and the 2 supporting men, and he ran out of room.
You need an inside runner there, don't you? That's what you want.
Scrum half, take 2 meters then, because we didn't know where you are, okay? 3 men, 2 meters.
3 in the lineup.
Same
Adrian
for the
Strauss throws long, and it's well taken by Nizam Khan. Faf de Klerk under pressure though, held by Wales. They pour into the ruck. Wales, they can commit numbers here. Romain Poit just orders a few of them.
Use it, green.
Back.
Stay there.
Janchis to Hulsum.
No. You
Lovely
talk
kick.
too much, number 8.
And in the end, South Africa got out of their 22.
Well, it was a good exit from a difficult... and as a thrower, Strauss did really well there, because if you have to throw that ball, you know, if you get that wrong even slightly, when you're throwing it that long, it can bounce anywhere, it can bounce away, and it was very... This is great for Bigger. Not only does he have the dexterity to do that, he has a presence of mind to understand where he is and then offload the ball. Tremendous play.
No, in the middle. Thank you. Yeah.
When Jones dances down the line out, it's Justin Tipperick who's the target. Moriarty. Good pass to Romain Poit. So a line out becomes a scrum.
Was he at guard or pillar there? I don't know, but he effective defence.
I want to play as well, but I have the whistle. Okay, sorry. Let's go.
Let's go.
We stay up on this side, okay? Okay, yeah. Come closer if you want. Yeah.
Romain Poit, his camera hasn't been knocked out of position.
Crutch. Bind. Set.
Moriarty shifts and picks up. Scott Williams takes contact and drives with his legs. Alamin Jones. South Africa trying to hold him up.
He's got him as well, I think.
Yeah.
Steph too tight, I think, was in there, just held him up at the attack, and now he's forced to turn over.
Yeah.
It's a shame Wales couldn't have made more of what was a very good strike. Don't see this often from Ken Owens, went straight to number 8's feet. They managed to skew it round right, and then a big gap in midfield.
Okay.
Just couldn't again get the ball back from the initial breakdown quick enough to make a difference.
Okay, scrum, green ball. Please, green.
Their ball there.
Their ball. Clear gap, no pre-engagement.
Another scrummage, this time it's South African.
GPS found on the ground. GPS found on the ground.
I lost GPS.
Time off.
Oh. Lord De Jager.
Do you have a GPS in your day, do you think? Mile a day?
No.
No.
We can rebuild him.
Time on.
I think Kasim's done quite well, because I don't think he's a natural 7.
Well, the relatively new players, I think Van Rensburg's did quite well for South African defence. He did a one covering tackle which stopped a potential, well, 3-on-1 overlap for the Welsh.
Uzair Kasim packs down behind Lawrence Adriansé.
Come here. That was better. That was better.
Stay again.
Stay square. Stay square.
Weight transfer.
Here we go.
1 point! Take the chat, boys! Let's get to my ball! Let's get to my ball!
It is so slow. Why?
You're going to get him the cards. You're going to get him the cards just while we...
So slow. So slow. IRB's got to look at this and get the game moving. It's just draining the life out of the game. Just get on with it.
South African scrum holds rock solid and then tries to advance. Faf de Klerk waits. Ruan Combrink knocks on the ball.
That's poor execution.
And a little bit of back chat, and it's...
Knock on and offside position.
Oh, no, it's not. It's a knock-on and then offside.
But there's 4 runners there. The scrum's
No,
gone very
we
well.
don't talk
They've
about the
gone
scrum,
wide.
we talk an offside.
The Welsh back row have
That's
had
fine,
to stay
that's fine.
down.
Ball
It's
out,
good
ball
ball
out.
for the scrum half. The next thing,
Offside
he's
after knock on.
just missed the opportunity there with 4 runners.
But he's done it again. If you miss all those players to the winger, the defence don't have to make a decision. They go to the ball. They don't have to cover any inside runs. Simple through the hands leaves a man outside who can then decide if he can play the ball or if he has to kick it.
So it's a great scrum. Look, no
See,
one's there, no back row
there.
at all. That's just poor execution,
Neil,
bro. You know
Neil,
that is. You've got to hit
Neil.
the runner. You know, a runner's got to hit the hole. You've got to run the hole. You know, he's waiting for the option. Run the hole and then hit him. Unfortunately, no one run the hole, and there's a poor executed play from a very good situation. The scrum was very solid, and Tipperick was struggling to get across to him.
But if you're going to run the hole there, you can't run it on outside line. It's going to be back against the grain, hasn't it?
Well, you can run either, really, because you can start on the inside and then do an outside ball like Alan Bateman used to do it exceptionally well. You've just got to hit it, you've got to be flat.
Well, it doesn't matter what hole it is, if you don't catch it.
After all that, Lee Halfpenny, penalty shot number 4. Four penalties, 12 points. South Africa, 6 points.
Well, when they're winning the aerial game, they lost that against Japan last week. They mentioned that. So they're winning the aerial game, and also the kicking game's a lot better this week. So they've turned that territory deficit now, and they've made the most of it.
Janchis towards Dan Bigger. Bigger, good dummy, and then the clearance.
Red here.
Wales edging the possession.
Red, please. Red, please.
Not much going on in the 22.
There
No.
is. 10. Number 10.
Adrian Strauss throws, finds Whiteley, and Tipperick beat him to it, but it has come back Wales as well. Good work by Justin Tipperick. Moriarty. Down Bigger.
Stay there. Stay.
Forward comes Husn. Scott Williams with the tackle. Faf de Klerk. Adrian Say got out of the way. Down Bigger. Under no pressure. Time to
Stay.
size
Red.
up
Red.
what's downfield. Now almost the first touch for Ulengo. South Africa come across the
Stay
22.
7. Hold.
That's poor play there. It doesn't actually engage the Welsh defensive line. He kicks him. There's a 20-yard gap. So
Stay.
Dan Bigger this time. Well, he's gone for good length again. Husn again. Tipperick with the tackle and then trying to hold it. Tipperick comes away with it. Luke Charteris into Peter Steph Dutoy. Kevin Jenkins, Scott Williams, Jonathan Davis, Lee Halfpenny, Liam Williams. Spins, gets away from the touchline. Kevin Jenkins again. Comfortable outside half. Bigger. Scott Williams. Tipperick, who began it all. Moriarty just had to take the tackle. Gets the ball away to George North. George North being hauled towards the touchline. Manages to get it free in the end. And not quickly enough though. Wales hanging on to it. Wales and South
Fix
Africa
on his
earned the
feet.
penalty.
I think one thing Wales have got to do, they're going wide, but they have to try and engage the defenders. That's the only thing. At the moment, they're not engaging the defenders. You're not committing them into anything. So the South African defence are just drifting off players.
Thanks.
On each occasion, actually, that I've watched in the last few plays,
On the line,
Wales
Red.
have actually, in fact, had an extra man.
I'm waiting
But
two lines
because they haven't
anyway.
managed to engage anybody and allowed the defence to drift, that's been made of little consequence. Great steal here by Tibrick, bang.
Stay on the line, Red. Stay on the line.
It's there's a lot of delay before set pieces. This time, Lord Diacha wins the ball safely enough, and here comes the South African drive.
7 Red away. 7. Once green. No.
South Africa told to hurry it up. They do come away, and it is Uzer Kassim. Here's Faf de Klerk again. Fenter. Switch of play. Adrian say back to de Klerk. Oh, down goes Kassim.
Leave it. 8.
Whiteley. Strauss. Getting Jenkins tries to hold him up. Can't in the end. And Tawarira. Scott Williams tries to strip the ball away, but the beast marches on. Janchis. George North can't take it. Oh, would he have been
Just a knock on
away?
there. He could get the good ball.
I have to say, they're rather
he could get the
toothless
ball
on an
in
attack,
second
I think. It's just, they've got nothing about them, haven't they, South Africa, at the moment. They're not causing the Welsh defence any problem whatsoever.
And George North is not the man to kick to an aerial contest, really, is he?
Well, that's just, running out of patience, and then they just cross-kick.
But South African supporters have been, and a lot live near me in London, they've been desperate in the sense that they just do not see where the South African attack is going. It's very unreconstructed, it's very direct. They're relying on the athleticism and power of the players, which is undoubtedly there, but against international defences, nowadays you just have to have more than that because they're too good. When you see the ball coming wide, even though they've occasionally used a deep man, there have been no decoy runners to fix inside defenders. There's been no inside ball option. The one time it was there, it was not executed properly. So, Wales have been doing their job, but it's been made easier by the fact that they've nothing really to look at apart from straightforward running.
Stay up at the scrum. Even if the ball is won, we try to stay up both sides.
The captain is back on his feet. Here's the contribution of Justin Tipperick so far. Good hands from the number 7. There's the strip we've just seen.
Keep the gap between the second and the third.
Massive scrum now.
Green.
Let's go.
And again, nobody in any hurry to get on with the game. It's come on.
Stress again, the USA in their professional league are making it going to be an offence if you don't get down in 30 seconds. If you're not engaged.
De Klerk feeds. Gareth Davis goes back into defensive mode straight behind the Welsh scrum. South Africa try a second drive. Not really going here, so here comes De Klerk. Janse from Rensburg. And Dan Bigger strips him this time. Scott Williams. Was that a chance missed? Ulengo.
Well, great work by Bigger, and yes, Wales have made
the line out.
35-40 metres, but
Thank you, Grab.
we're going to see the initial grab here, which is tremendous. But if you can see a wider shot from behind when the ball goes back left, and see how many men there were available to Wales before after the potentially.
Strauss can start again, knowing that Wales have just pinched 2 balls. Dutoy wins it. De Klerk. It's above Janchi's head, so there's a little kick ahead. George North can't take it. It's gone forward. Bigger. boots it off the field at the end of the first half. Referee blows for the end of the first half and points everybody towards the changing room. Meanwhile, there is a player down, Dan Lydiot, as everybody else walks away. Dan Lydiot remains lying on the ground. At half-time, Wales 12, South Africa 6.
Team key, your team, Rugby Wales.
Thank you, John. Elton Jantjies prepares to start the last half of the autumn series. Romain Poit, the referee, 40 minutes left. Well taken by Ross Moriarty, wearing the number 8 shirt. Taulupe Faletau is back in international rugby. On for the injured Dan Lydiot. Alan Wynne-Jones held on the floor. South Africa preventing release. It's Warren Whiteley, I think.
We'll speak to the referee.
Lord Diacha, there he is. Taulupe Faletau.
Quickly. Line out quickly.
Halfway
line
line.
for the green. 5 men.
Ken Owens.
I think it would profit Wales in this half to vary the lineouts in terms of what they do off the top and driven.
Luke Charteris. There you are, Brian.
Backward.
I think they were going for the drive, but it's come instead to Dan Biggar. Little kick and chase. Biggar takes, intercepted by Faf de Klerk, and that is going to be a card. Yellow for the scrum half.
Did he have knock on? Yeah.
It's clever play there. Real good chip, catch, lovely inside ball there. He had a supporting runner, and he had to go. Faf de Klerk, 10 minutes on the bench. Yeah, just watch. He spots no covering defender. He's there a little bit. He's a bit late to do the scrum half.
Difference there, one hand, ball propelled forward. It was well seen by Biggar because they were obviously expecting a drive, just didn't forward didn't manage to gather it, and therefore that was a play which he made up ad hoc and spotted the right option.
For the 5th time, Lee Halfpenny goes through his routine. With a little bit of help from the post. For the 5th time, the ball goes between them.
Yeah, it's a lovely kick. You know, he's really on form today. But this is now a great opportunity for Wales. They're 9 points in front with an extra man in the field. Lovely, lovely play. There he is. That's a definite yellow card. Penalty. Big 9 minutes coming up for Wales.
Be interesting to see how South Africa readjust now.
Quickly now.
Oh, well done, Romain Poit, giving the players the hurry up at last.
It'll also be just to see how clinical Wales can be.
Dan Bigger. Fullerson. Warren Whiteley.
No.
Play on, the ball was out. Allen just couldn't quite steal it. Strauss. Ross
out.
Moriarty with the tackle on him. The Yacha
Backward.
just drops the ball, and South Africa. The Yacha is disgusted with himself, but it's
This is the second time after a knock-on by your team, a player in front is playing. I have no choice after that.
Okay, it's a reaction. I'll tell them.
Number 5 playing in offside position. Number 5.
well, it's been a shambolic start to the second half by the Springboks.
Interesting call. There's the knock on offside. Take your pick. Now they're going for the extra man. They go into the touch line.
I think it's the right decision as well.
Yeah.
It's a good kick by Dan Bigger. It's not 5 metres out, but it's 15 metres, but it's a good attacking line-out opportunity.
Great.
South Africa down to 14.
You can just feel that, if Wales get a try here, a side low on confidence, this is a huge opportunity.
Ken Owens throws long. Up goes Falatau. Tipperick secures the ball.
No, leave it.
On comes the drive. 6 metres to go. 5 metres. The breakaway. And the try is scored. Ken Owens scores for Wales.
Well, I asked about the clinical nature of the Welsh player and their temperament, and they've answered by a well-constructed, well-executed drive. At all times the ball was under control, and that's the important point when you're driving balls. It isn't how fast they go, it's where the ball is and how much control you have over it. Well worked try.
Well, you just hear the noise, the relief for the crowd. They were there for the taking, South Africa, I think.
And you'll see here, this fractures several times, but the Welsh know where the ball is, they know where the carrier, they know where the support is. South Africa desperately trying to just fire men in, and Owens gets out at the right time.
Well, Taulupe Falatau comes on, catches the line out, Wales drive it, and Ken Owens scores the first try of the game. And what was 12-6 at half-time, in no time at all, has become 20 points to 6 with the Lee halfpenny conversion to come.
Well, it says something when the full back is making a tackle from a drive-in line-out for the South African defence.
Missed it. 20 points to 6.
Well, it's a charge by Owens, but I want to go right back to the thing that actually started that. When the ball came left, before South Africa knocked on, it went to their captain, Strauss. He had no intention other than barging in to a player. There's a man in the commentary box, Mr. Brits, who would have stepped, looked for gaps.
Let's go now.
Looked to be creative. And that is just not there for South Africa, and not just a hooker.
Janchi's high and long enough. Moriarty with the catch.
Inside. Stay
Gareth
there.
Davis. Falatau. Fullerson waits infield to Whiteley. And Tawarira to Kassim, South Africa. Kassim over the ball, has to pick it up. Of course, they have no scrum half to collect in the bin.
First contact fair.
And Tawarira goes across the field.
Stay there,
This is
red.
Carr at scrum half. Kassim. One single runner.
Hands out!
Dutoy, the second row. at scrum half. Adrian Strauss. George North tries to rip the ball. Dutoy gets back up, not held. Ulengo.
Stay there, 7.
It's the first time he's had a little run. The ball simply hasn't come his way. Strauss. Jancis. Janci from Rensburg. He's not going anywhere bar sideways. Tipperick over the ball. It's there for Kasim.
Backward.
Tawarira, and again it's Tipperick who puts him down. South Africa have to pile players in to get the ball back. Carr, again the single runner. Kasim.
Leave it, Gray, leave it!
Turn it over.
Captain Jenkins has turned it over again.
Short side.
Oh, they get the penalty. Dan Bigger sensed there was something on. Gareth Davis couldn't get the ball to him, and Dan Bigger goes in and says, "Well, let's calm it down."
Well, I wouldn't calm it down now. I just like pick the tempo up, extra man, keep the ball in hand. They look absolutely short, South Africa, because they had the ball there for a couple of minutes and they didn't go anywhere. Just could not penetrate the Welsh defence.
You could also see that they were missing a service of a scrum half for several times. Poor Adrian Strauss, who had to play at scrum half, and he's labouring with his pass.
It's the right tactic, keep the ball when you're a man short.
We play on,
But when you're keeping it, you've got to try and do something.
Yeah, fine.
Ken Owens throws. Tipperick wins the line-out. Down to Gareth Davis. Moriarty standing out to feed Bigger. To Jonathan Davis. Long to Liam Williams. Still Liam Williams cutting infield. Up again. A bundle of energy. Here goes Alan Jones to Tom Francis. Yes, Wales though don't get the ball back quickly enough. A player down.
Liam Williams.
I think we saw evidence there of what they were talking about at half-time. Wales are trying to play rugby. Twice there, when they utilised the deep runner, they ran decoy runners. It's just that the timing just was not quite there. So the attempt was there, the intent was there, the execution just wasn't quite there.
Sorry, too many people on the ground. Time off.
It's not just Liam Williams who's down. Uzair Kasim also.
I think he's tying his shoelaces up. He's been doing it for the last 5 minutes.
Faf de Klerk is back on the field.
Many players and medical stuff on the ground.
South Africa back to 15. Liam Williams is back on his feet.
The first half, you do the same. Line out, scrum, everything. We go quick. Okay.
Speed the game up. Well done, Romain Poit.
Even for the restart after points. Even for the restart.
Well, I feel South Africa have got to do something. You just watch them. Everyone's walking. Look at them walking to the touchline.
Receiver.
I have to say, they look...
Slows it down again.
They look disinterested, don't they?
Diata with the catch. Janci van Rensburg. Tipperick with the tackle. South Africa now trying to put a little bit of pace in, but 10 tackles 10. Bigger on Jancis. Declare waits. And Tawarira held up. Gets it back to de Klerk. Counter-rucking by Wales. The ball comes loose. Corson can't pick it up. Little dink. Liam Williams. Now then, is he able to run? No, he can't.
Advantage.
Knock on.
knock-on advantage. So it'll be a scrum down, South Africa ball.
Wales doing well to disrupt.
Scrum and green.
Almost impossible job. South African receiver not only getting his own player coming back into him, but two Welsh players, the ball bobbling around.
Let's go green. Let's go red. Clear gap, clear gap.
This is quicker, is it?
Oh, let's go green, said Romain Poit, but nothing has happened. Nobody is bound.
Tiny shoelace though. This is an absolute consequence of World Rugby misunderstanding the importance of the formation. They're so insistent on getting this part taking so long when it makes no difference whatsoever.
In at last.
Stay up, stay up, stay up!
De Klerk goes across field, Janchis, and that's gone forward.
He's just forcing the ball, isn't he? He's just looking for something that isn't there at the moment.
Okay, I'm talking to him.
Jamba Ulengo inside Elton Janchis, but
well, clueless would be generous on that occasion.
Doesn't help, you know,
Stay up here.
Olengo, he just didn't time his run at all. He didn't give
and 7 stay behind you.
You know, Janchis any option. You know, he shouldn't have given the pass, but the runners have got to time their run as well.
Do you think about this, Jonathan? The other thing is, if that ball is going to work, you really want someone from the centre cutting a line there as well and dragging people so that they think the intention is to move the ball short outside, and then when the back ball comes back, the man is through the gap.
Set.
now then, Gareth Davis to feed the scrum. Falatau in the number 8 position. It's gone down, penalty to Wales. Tom Francis just had a little look up there, just to check.
Too low and collapsing. Too low.
The halfpenny comes forward.
Too low and collapsing.
He could have a go from there, but I think Wales will probably want to keep the pressure on, line out.
I would think so, yeah. Make the ground, take the territory. I have some sympathy with Tarawera there because the bind was illegal, it was on the arm, it was downwards. And I don't think he was responsible for dropping it.
Lawrence, Adrian C. Tendai and Tarawera. It's been a hard afternoon for them. But can we have a closing quarter to bring Wales's autumn to a successful conclusion? Away comes Moriarty. Gareth Davis, great little dart by the scrum half. Falatau leaves it for Moriarty. That's gone backwards. Alan Wynne-Jones.
No, gone.
A switch of play. Scott Williams, long to Liam Williams.
No, 14 away.
Davis, Luke Charteris. South Africa hold. Luke Charteris did well to get the ball away, and Davis senses the gaps may be opening up close to the breakdown. Liam Williams, bigger. Watches it closely. Misses.
Well, the ball was slow, so he was back in the pocket early. Just pulls it a little bit, look. Late fade didn't help.
Let's go 10, let's go.
I think if Wales keep the ball in hand and go through the phases, I think they're there. They're there for the taking now, South Africa.
Let's go.
Liam Williams having more attention. He's not running freely, but he may sense opportunities. He won't want to go off. Halfpenny. Chase that, Liam Williams. In fact, it's Dan Biggar again in pursuit. Up he goes. Brilliant. Dan Biggar just dropped it at the wrong moment.
Advantage, knock on. Advantage knock on, playing the ball on the ground. Playing the ball on the ground. Advantage knock on, hands on the ground.
He has a remarkable ability to regather ball, doesn't
Let's
he?
go.
Lovely kick. He's up against the smallest man on the pitch. He gets above him.
1,
And there's the knock on.
10.
After Clerk as well, actually.
1.
South Africa ring the changes in the front row and behind. Pat Lambie, 22, comes on, and the giant figure of Stephen Kitsoff, wearing 17, up into the front row. Wales 2 have made a change.
Number 10, Captain Yankees, is replaced by number 22, Pat Lambie.
I think
Sam Davis on.
Yes, full back.
There is Sam Davis on. The Yacha wins the line. And here's the Lambie, the new player. Into midfield to Fenter. The Yacha against Peter Stefji Toy. Nizam Carr. Whiteley to the new player, Kitsoff. Jancy van Rensburg. Handstand in the middle of the field. Adrian Strauss. Lambie. It's come off Carr, who looks up again in disgust. Scrum down, Wales ball.
Here we are again. It's a shoulder pass. He's got it, just put it in front of him.
You can say it takes his eyes off the ball, but frankly, the ball should have been in front of him, shouldn't it?
Yep, it's a shoulder
Controls
ball.
on the ground.
Just put in front of him. Be quite interesting now for Sam Davies coming on. He's only had a few minutes at the end of last Saturday's Test match, and now he's going to the 15 position. I don't think he's that comfortable in that position. I've seen him play for the Ospreys. He likes to play right in the front line, taking the ball to the line, putting people through holes. So it'll be
we go.
different experience for him here.
Okay, Green, we go. Scrum. We go 5. Your ball. Just keep it up. And
Well,
work with
Howley, I
your
think he'll be
opponent. We
relatively
pay attention
satisfied.
for
He'll
both
want
the
more.
first one.
And I think he'll want the last 20 minutes in which Wales actually show what they can do, because they've won this game now. South Africa have not looked like showing a try. Unless Wales give them a rash of penalties, they're going to win this game. It's now how they do it.
Through Scott Baldwin, hooker perhaps. Ken Owens, the try scorer, goes off.
Ken Owens is replaced by number 16, Scott Baldwin.
Upper, and we pay attention to both sides anyway, okay? Upper. Let's go, Red. Punch. Maya.
Let's go. Laurie, laisse up my core, boys. Laisse ça.
Crutch. Bind. Set.
South Africa going too quickly. Gareth Davis takes it quickly. Breaks through a couple of tackles. Tipperick to Falatau.
Release 7.
Kassim told to release Falatau. Down bigger, back in the pocket.
Stay red. 1-9.
Sam Davis. Lee Halfpenny set off in
Advantage
pursuit.
knock on.
It's come for Scott Williams. Knock on. Went forward.
Then knock on.
Just gets a hand to it.
Okay, I'm going to your side on this one.
Did that go forward?
No, I don't think it did, and where it bounces after, it's been tapped back, doesn't count.
Okay.
So I'm not sure that was right.
No, I thought he was unlucky
Stay
there.
close.
Again, they're winning the aerial battle, aren't they?
Well, too many of the South African kicks have been aimless, have been almost as a last resort, but I can't think of what else to do, therefore I will do this. Wales have gradually tightened their kicking game up to the extent to which now they're either making a lot of territory or they're competing for the ball when it comes down.
After Clerk rolls the ball in
to the number 8.
South Africa going for the second shove, but Wales have found some momentum of their own at the scrum. And the scrum becomes a sort of ruck, I suppose. Kicks off to the Pat Lambie.
Use it.
De Klerk.
What is that?
Sam Davis, long to Bigger to George North. A chance now for Wales. Jonathan Davis does a bit of hurdling, gets the pass to Scott Williams. George North outside him. It's intercepted by Ulengo. South Africa back in possession. Strauss. Tackled by his opposite number, Scott Baldwin. Kasim.
Stay there.
Ooh, Jutoy.
Backward.
Pat Lambie. Fenter. De Klerk again. Down to Sam Davis. Davis back towards the South African 22. Beautifully positioned.
Back in.
Faf de Klerk. Hoos.
Stay green, don't move now, 7, you stop.
Dan Bigger nonchalantly takes it over his head. Stabs it towards de Klerk.
Green, stop.
Go on,
Sam Davis looks up, sees Lee Halfpenny, puts it down to the corner. Lambie watches it bounce. Oops. And it's gone straight out. It'll be a scrum back.
Well, the crowd are oohing and awing, and it was, in reality, within a bounce of being a tremendous kick, but I would like to have seen him run that.
That was just... That's a dreadful kick. I'm not sure what that kick is all about. And then, you know, they have a chance to go down the right-hand side. George North just gets the ball away, and this is a one offload.
That's a lot earlier on.
Yeah. I would like the counter-attack. I would like to see the counter-attack. There's a couple of poor kicks for South Africa there, and some days you have the opportunity to go wide.
Faf de Klerk gives way to Piet van Zyl at scrum half.
Okay, I'm coming on this side.
New scrum half from the Blue Bulls up in Pretoria.
Time on. Let's go.
Alistair Coetzee, his hold on the job hasn't got any tighter today.
We need tempo, quickly please.
He's even telling the water boy now to speed up a little bit. Old Mr. Pratt. There he is.
Okay.
No, I do feel sorry for the players who are on the field. It's not their fault they're in a disjointed manner because they've just been thrown together, but I'm sorry. This is the worst South African team I've ever seen.
Crutch. Bind. Set.
Van Zyl feeds the scrum. Looks carefully forward, and South Africa again just holding up. Van Zyl. Lambie, he's brought a bit more urgency to the field.
Yes.
Alan Wynne-Jones again, the tackler. Hus.
Off your feet, Ait!
Penalty advantage to South Africa. Whiteley tries to make ground. Kasim. Here goes Lambie again. Carr. And they shovel him out of play, but
8 off his feet.
no advantage. Ross Moriarty penalised. Way back.
Well, we've only seen a few minutes of them, but I'm quite surprised that the halfbacks who are now on for South Africa weren't starting.
Yeah, they're a lot sharper.
Give a ball. Give a ball.
Ross Moriarty went down on a knee and then tried to pretend he hadn't. Pat Lambie down towards the corner. South Africa a chance to attack from the line-out. Rob Howley looks as if it is going to be, well, there's 13 and a half minutes left. Anything can happen. The lead 14 points. But 3 wins out of 4.
And this is where South Africa need nothing other than what traditionally they've always been good at, which is solid set-piece ball and a good, solid drive.
Nicky Smith on into the Welsh front row. Yaka wins the line-out. Adrian Strauss has it at the back of the maul.
No, not now.
It's good work by Wales in defence there. They've taken it to ground and have won themselves the footing.
Well, not only Adam Wynne-Jones, who you can see, but it's the man who's getting up, not Strauss there.
Green ball.
The other Welsh
Red.
can't see him out of the picture at the moment.
Yeah, he's coming.
There you can see it is. Charteris eventually is the man who gets into the gap and ruins it all.
Samson Lee completes the all change in the front row. He'll go into the tight head position.
And 3. And number 3.
This is farewell. Peter Steph Dutoy. Lawrence Adrianse goes off.
Okay. On the 5.
Franco Mostert comes on.
Just make sure we're laughing.
And Lionel Mapu.
He's there. Set up, Red.
That is Wales's corner flag. Perhaps no time for fireworks here. Trevor Niakane comes on into the South African front row on the side nearer to Gareth Davis. Pete Van Sale kicks the ball out. South Africa have won a penalty. So Wales not able to secure the ball from the scrum. South Africa have turned it over. Francois Fenta.
Collapsing scrum.
Here comes Carr. Good offload to Kasim. Van Sale. Lambie must be if they got the overlap. Mapu has lost it.
What a poor pass. You know, that needed to be straight on there. Just dreadful pass. Just took all the pace out of the movement.
Lionel Mapu's on, but we are going back. Here's Dan Biggar. Down. He's 80 yards away from where the penalty is going to be awarded.
On the line, Red, on the line.
See the ball come here. It needs an easy. It's an easy pass. But it's a stopper, not a. He did well to catch it in the end. It was right over his back shoulder. He had to turn and gather it, which stopped all his momentum, and as a consequence, nothing worked.
Blew the opportunity there. Plenty of men over on the left-hand side after the one offload. I just brought all the Welsh defence under the post.
Strauss finds Whiteley. Here comes the drive. Kicks off. Has the ball. Strauss goes digging for it. It is the try for South Africa. Reward at last. It is Uzair Kasim who scores it.
And if this conversion goes over, that's just one converted try
it's going to be a tense 10 minutes to end the autumn series.
Well, that was a powerful drive for South Africa, and having given them a lot of stick, I must give them the requisite amount of praise.
Just ask for the new captain for Welsh and Green as well.
Very powerful drive.
What they did well was the initial drive was stopped, and they'd done that. They caught the Welsh by surprise. They didn't panic, because quite often the wrong person tries to go for the ball, drive the ball over the line. It seems strange, but you need a little bit of patience there, which he had, and it was rewarded.
Pat Lambie high sails through. South Africa within 7 points. 20 points to Wales, 13 to South Africa.
This is where Wales have got to show their composure now to close this game off. They should be out of sight at the moment, but South Africa with that try now, they will think they're in with an opportunity.
And Wales in no rush this time to get the game going against Dan Biggar. He was injured. That's 9 minutes to go. Wales lead by 7 points. Husn. Sam Davis on the counter finds Jonathan Davis and Lee Halfpenny. Back to Jonathan Davis, out of play.
Line out. Stay there, Red. Red, on you.
Sorry,
New hooker, Malcolm Marks. Second cap for the Golden Lions hooker. Finds Mostert, but Wales concede the penalty. Mostert taken out
in the air. Putting back in the air.
Pat Lambie. South Africa are back in the Welsh half.
I got it as well, but good call. Red, please.
Slightly short the throw there. He was up well in front.
17.
Consistent.
5.
Marks to Whiteley. Lambie. Biggar and Tipperick hold him up.
He's called them all.
Well played, the outside half and the open side flanker for Wales.
Not only that though, the back involved, I think it was Biggar again. Yes, it was. Like Jonathan Sexton, he targets the ball in tackles close.
The scrum straight. Okay.
And actually, I think his was the more important contribution in that.
Catch. Yeah. Fine. Set.
Nice position for Wales. Faletau comes away with it, finds Gareth Davis. Overlap possibility. Jonathan Davis escapes the tackle. A bit close to the touchline and over it. Again.
Yeah, they've got to try and stay in field there, get a field position. Even if it's just go through the phases. 3 points, a drop goal, set it up, close this match.
Difficult to be entirely accurate about this, but my impression is that South Africa have improved with their after substitutions, which is not usual. They look a bit more composed and a bit better.
5 men.
Here's one of the newcomers, Malcolm Marks. Stephen Kitsoff in front of him, Mostert in front of him. Here's has gone loose. Baldwin out to Tipperick. Biggar. Scott Williams to Jonathan Davis. Sam Davis wanted the ball outside him, but Wales have just straightened things. Ross Moriarty drives it up.
Back, Green back.
Luke Charteris. Dan Bigger. Sam Davis. George North inside. Jonathan Davis. Nicky Smith, the prop.
18. Yeah.
Welshman down on the ground. Here's Falatau. Tipperick with him. George North back on his feet. Bigger. There's no George North out there. He's just easing his way back into position. Gareth Davis. Scott Baldwin, the hooker. Tipperick, good hands to Falatau. Davis to Bigger. Sam Davis. Moriarty again. It's a little routine being established out there. Alan Wynne Jones. Falatau again to Tipperick. Beautiful pass. Tipperick's footwork takes him over the line.
Well, that's how you do it. It takes her forward to show the way. First of all, it was a great line. Going straight, hitting the inside shoulder, and then what about that side step around the player? Tremendous.
And Rob Howley can smile at last.
Yeah, well, it's a great. They've combined very well. Falatau, and this guy Tipperick. A couple of offloads earlier on. Just watch the angle. They take the ball in. Slow recycling. There's the offload. It's a poor defence, but that's just a little step and go on the outside. Just watch, comes in between two players. Great line, and then a little step, outside swerve. Beautiful try. Great feeling.
And with that, probably your decision is made a bit easier.
Yes, a little bit easier, yes. I thought that, Bigger played well, but I think that that does really make the decision a lot easier for the Under Armour man of the match.
Lee Halfpenny adds the conversion. Wales 27, South Africa 13, under 3 minutes to play.
There we are again, just watching now. It's poor defence by South Africa, and that's what you call him running a hole. Gets outside, there's a step, and that's a brilliant finish. And that is a game save. So for me, Under Armour man of the match is Justin Tipperick.
A late replacement for South Africa. On comes Jean-Luc Dupria for the closing minute. Just a couple of them actually, but here come Wales again. Sam Davis goes on his own, loses the ball. South Africa playing the advantage. Bigger has it. We'll go back to the knock-on. Justin Tipperick, Jonathan's man of the match.
12 red.
Oh, there he goes. Get on the old
Time off.
right foot step.
12.
And a replacement for Wales as Justin Tipperick celebrates in slow-mo. Scott Williams, 12, is leading the field. And Jamie Roberts comes on for Wales. So a lot of experience coming off the Welsh bench. Ken Owens and his Scarlets teammate. And into the second row. This is Jamie Roberts on. And Corey Hill is coming on into the second row as well. Luke Charteris gives way.
Last one was very good, keeping the memory.
Let's go, Nicky!
Coach.
Seconds.
Fine.
Van Sale defeats the scrimmage. South Africa trailing by 14 points. They scored the try that gave them a sniff of a tied game, but that has been taken away from them by Justin Tipperick's try. South Africa with the penalty. The South African scrimmage has certainly got more powerful, Brian.
Tight angle and standing
It
up.
has. Although, oh dear.
Mistouch, Lee Halfpenny thumps it back down towards halfway.
Stay.
Close. Lambie. Francois Fenta. Here's Lambie again. Coulson and Fenta again. Involved. Ruin Combrick.
Tackle!
Van Sale has a little explore down the blind side through Stephen Kitsoff.
You okay?
Biaga tried to free the ball, but it's there quickly enough for Lambie. Oh, it's very well picked up by Fenta. But it's come back Wales's way. One last chance for Wales. Tipperick, Sam Davis, George North stabs it through for himself, but that's not gone out of play. It did go out of play.
In touch. Push. Yeah, because there is a delay.
Yeah, I think they're trying to...
Please, ready?
Yeah, on the line.
Today's match attendance 55,122.
The last set piece of the game. 55,000 in the stadium today. Just over that, 122 over the 55,000 mark. South Africa come away. One last attack. Dupria, the replacement. Van Sale to Hoosen. Easily held. Alun Wyn Jones involved yet again in the defensive operation. The maul is called. This could be it. Whistle goes. End of the match, says Romain Poit, and Wales have won by 27 points to 13. They have won 3 games out of 4 for the first time since 2002. They have beaten Argentina, they have beaten Jan, and they have beaten convincingly South Africa in the last of the Under Armour Autumn Series. Full time here, Wales 27, South Africa 13.
Yeah, I think they'll be happy with the results. I do feel that, you know, they would have been happy with 3 from 4. But I just think that this performance is a lot better than previous performances. And they're just, you know, trying to evolve that expansive game a little bit better. But a lot to go before the Six Nations.
Well, if you look at the Autumn Series, it's been as successful for, well, a decade actually. But what the Welsh fans want, what I'm sure the spectators want, is this change of style to be perfected now. You can see where the roots of it are. They just need to execute it. They need to have faith in it and keep it, because if they don't develop that way, and other teams are doing, then they're not going to succeed. So steps on the way.
Well, Justin, it was a great break, neat footwork. How good to score the try that closed the game out for Wales?
More importantly, to have a good win. Been training hard for 5 weeks, and it's nice to put a performance in like that.
Only the third time that Wales have ever beaten South Africa. How much does it mean to this side, albeit South Africa not quite the force they once were?
I think any South Africa team you play are a good team, and they fought till the end, and I thought they were going to give us a scare for a minute, but boys dug in and got the win in the end.
Well, congratulations to you, because you are the Under Armour man of the match. Gethin Jenkins as captain, there were some question marks over this Wales team. Is that pride restored?
We've always had belief in the group we've got here and the coaches, and we're glad we put the performance in to get the result. We won 3 out of 4. Still areas to work on, but like I said, it's a great feeling coming off with a win.
There's been a great deal of pressure building on coach Rob Howley. Did the players owe him this win?
We look to ourselves. We're the ones out in the field putting the performances in, and everyone's out here trying to win, and we're glad we have one.
Well done to you, Gethin.
Cheers.
Now we'll cross over the county for William. Please welcome the presentation party. So with him, Dennis Gethin, the president of the Welsh Rugby Union, and Paul Nugent, market director of Under Armour. Sailing again, game down. First and foremost, the Under Armour man of the match. Wales is number 7, Justin Timbrick. To receive the Prince William Cup from the President of the Welsh Rugby Union, please welcome the captain, Gethin Jenkins.
Well, Adrian, not how you'd like to mark your final test for South Africa. Can you begin to describe the depth of disappointment right now?
Yeah, very disappointed with the result. Disappointed last game of the season. What has been a disappointing year for us. It has been a transition year, but a lot needs to be done. A lot of homework back in South Africa. I'm still very confident there's a lot of talent in South Africa, and I believe it will be better in the future. But a lot of good decisions to be made and a lot of hard work to be put in.
South Africa's such a proud rugby nation. The first team ever to lose 8 matches in a given year. Can you put your finger on why that's the case?
Well, it is embarrassing, for us. But not only embarrassing, we let down people in South Africa. That's, we've got the best supporters, the most passionate supporters. We've let them down. Old players, ex-Springbok players, we've let them down. And like I said, I'm still very hopeful for the future. There's a lot of talent in South Africa. And I believe, it will maybe take a bit of time with the right decisions and a lot of hard work. It will be better in South Africa.
Honest words, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, Rob, you said pre-match that it was crucial to get the performance. Do you think you did?
Yeah, I think we did. I thought we were quite comfortable for the whole 80 minutes. Really pleased over the last 5 weeks. Look, the players have given everything. Their training's gone really well, and it's nice to transfer what we've done in training in the final game. We targeted 3 or 4 games, and we reached our target, which I'm just delighted for the players. The effort, the attitude which they've shown over the last 5 weeks has been brilliant, and it's paid off with a good win today.
You saw the All Blacks and England stick 50 points on South Africa. You a bit frustrated it wasn't more emphatic?
20 points to 6. We were looking for the next score. Unfortunately, we lacked discipline in the last sort of 20 odd minutes. We gave them field position, we gave them opportunities, and when you give South Africa opportunities in your white zone in the 22, they got a great driving line-out game, and we conceded that try, which was disappointing, but overall really pleased.
Rob, you won't be oblivious to what's being written this week. I think I saw one headline that said, "Is Rob Howley on borrowed time?" Do you feel vindicated?
I don't read or listen to it, but I've got a fantastic media manager who tells me what's out there, and I think it's just about sticking to your systems, trusting your own bubble that you're in, and as I say, I'm delighted for the players.
Well done.
Thank you, Sonia. Cheers.